Hey there people of the internet, my name is Sivana and welcome to my studio. So, I love Steven Universe, and a long time ago I made some gem OCs, that is, original characters, which I briefly touched on in an old video. But recently I've been really into redesigning a lot of my old stuff, so I decided to give my OCs a glow up. Before we move on, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more speed draws and story time. Now let's just get into the drawing. To start off this new series of Steven Universe-based fanfic OCs, we have Jade, who is basically my self-insert. Jade is my favorite gemstone because I really like green, and Jade is so gosh dang pretty. And have you seen sculptures and stuff made out of jade? They're gorgeous. And now, even though I'm using Steven Universe's gems as inspiration, my designs and characters will not adhere to the Steven Universe lore. So in the show, all of the gems are female presenting with she, her pronouns, but I wanted to make some male gems, non-binary and trans gems. Because basically, after I redrew Jade, I wanted to create a whole new story and world for her to live in. Because I have a bad habit of giving myself a million projects that I may never finish or get around to. But oh well, these characters are fun to draw, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So these old designs of Jade are kind of all over the place, but I wanted to keep her gem shape and placement the same, which is an upside down water drop on her back between her shoulder blades, as well as keeping her big plump fishy lips, because those were just one of my favorite design conventions of Steven Universe, very round shapes and big lips. I also thought I would keep her outfit the same, but I ended up changing it in post. I like the skin tight stuff, but for my gems, their bodies are made of rock, not light, so they can't just conjure clothes. And instead they wear real clothes that they make themselves. So I ended up giving her a bit more flowy outfit with a crop top and shorts with suspenders. I thought having a back pose like this would be cool to show off her gem, but it doesn't stay in the final because I thought it looked weird. Story time! So instead of this being a fanfic, it is now its own thing. These gem-based humanoids are made out of the rock that makes up their magical gemstone, which is the source of their powers. There are 3 planets with gems and all have different cultures and creators. The planets themselves are the creators. They're like sentient beings and all the gems they create are their children. First up we have Zoldas, known as Mother Tree, which is a planet much like Earth with all of its plant life. Then there's Lord Volak, a fiery volcano planet, with gems who have advanced enough to discover space travel between all of the other planets. And last is Bjoren, the ocean planet with very few islands, and most of their gems live underwater. So, grass, fire, water, we're doing a Pokémon here, folks. But anyway, each planet produces different gems with their own defining characteristics. Zoldas produces mostly green gems, but also has some of every color. They have round pupils and ears and are very community-driven. Volak produces a lot of red and black gems with orange and yellow in the mix too to be really fiery. They also have pointed ears and very thin slit pupils, sometimes fangs, but fangs are mostly reserved for the gems that I think would have fangs, like Cat's Eye, Tiger's Eye, and Serpentine, and Bloodstone because I think of them as like a vampire. They are also a lot more militaristic, being the most closely resembling homeworld from Steven Universe. But they don't want to go to different planets just to colonize them. They just want information for Lord Volak for some reason. Bjoren produces mostly blue and purple gems with some green and a lot of pearls. They have fin ears and diamond-shaped eyes and communicate through sonar underwater, but out of water everything is kind of loud to them. And they have a very matriarchal royal society. I also changed her hair from the original design that had these pointed bangs and little hair clips to be more open and flowy. And I hadn't really decided on what her power is yet, because I want each gem to have a unique power or type of weapon that they can summon from their magical gemstone. You know, just like Steven Universe. My original concept of Jade, she had this magical glowy green energy that she could conjure from her hands. But now I'm thinking I might want to give her a bow that shoots magical green energy arrows, because if this is my self-insert, I want a bow. And it would look really cool to conjure the bow and arrows from her back, like taking arrows out of a quiver. I'll have to draw her again with the bow later, maybe in a fusion episode, because yeah, there is also fusion, because it's cool and I like it. I'm also just super proud of the highlights that I did in her hair because I've always wanted to do this blocky anime highlights, and it just feels actually perfect and natural on a gemstone character where their hair is kind of made out of their gems. Their entire body is rock. even the squishy parts. It's just squishy rock. Don't ask me how that makes sense, it just does. Because this is my drawing and my character, and I said so that's how it is. Also, if you ever see any other like little gemstones on their clothing, like she has like these little buttons on her shoes, those are not like a separate gem. These clothes are not part of their body. These were something that was made and then they put on their little naked gem bodies. I have so many designs already done and some in the works, and I'm so excited to share this whole new world with you. But yeah, look forward to more gem-based story videos of characters that I might maybe one day make into something. I don't know. Anyway, here's Jade. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a like, leave a comment telling me what you liked about it, be sure to ring the bell and subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.